If you're a dog owner here in Grafton, you know what a great place it is to have a dog. Well, this explainer is all about making that experience even better by helping you find the perfect local dog trainer for you and your best friend.
Just picture it for a second. You're taking a nice, relaxed walk along the Milwaukee River Trail. Your dog is trotting right there beside you. No pulling, no lunging, just enjoying the beautiful day with you. That's the dream, right? And it's totally achievable with the right training.
So what does it really mean to have a well-behaved dog here in our community? Well, it's about a lot more than just knowing a few basic commands.
A truly great local trainer gets it. They understand the Azuki County vibe. They know your dog needs to be comfortable on a quiet walk down your street, but also be able to handle the sounds and smells of the busy farmer's market without getting stressed out. That kind of local insight is a really big deal.
Okay, before you even start searching for a trainer, the very first step, and it's an important one, is to figure out what you and your dog actually need help with. And a fantastic way to start is to ask yourself this simple question. Where are the problems actually happening? You know, does your dog only go wild when someone knocks on your front door? Does the leash pulling only get bad when you're downtown? The location itself is often your biggest clue.
And that brings us to a really key choice you'll have to make. If those tricky behaviors are mostly happening at home, barking at every person who walks by, jumping all over your guests, then in-home training can be amazing. The trainer comes to you and works on the problem right where it happens. On the other hand, if you're looking to work on basic manners or help your dog learn to be calm around other dogs, group classes are a great fit. They offer a controlled environment, and they're usually more budget-friendly.
So most people's training goals tend to fall into one of three buckets. There's basic obedience, which is all about those essential life skills like walking nicely on a leash. Then you've got puppy training, which is crucial for starting a new pup off on the right paw. And for tougher stuff like deep-seated fearfulness or separation anxiety, you're looking for a trainer who specializes in behavior modification. Just knowing which category your needs fall into will help you narrow down your search.
All right, so you have a good idea of what you need. Now it's time to actually find that perfect professional. Here's what you should be looking for.
Probably the most important thing you'll want to find is a trainer who uses positive reinforcement. Now, this isn't just some trendy term. It's a whole philosophy that's about rewarding the good choices your dog makes. It builds their confidence, and honestly, it creates a dog who wants to work with you because your relationship is built on trust, not on fear or intimidation. Now, you're probably going to see a bunch of letters after trainers' names, and it can look a little confusing. Don't worry, you don't need to memorize them. But seeing things like CPDTK or KPA CTP is a really good sign. It just means that trainer has taken their education seriously and holds themselves to a professional standard. And if you're dealing with more complex issues, certifications like IAABC or CBCC tell you that trainer has even more specialized knowledge. And of course, we have to talk about cost. This chart gives you a pretty good ballpark for what to expect right here in the Grafton area. As you can see, group classes are often the most affordable way to get started. Things like private lessons and in-home packages are more of an investment, but you get that one-on-one attention for your dog's specific needs. And then, board and train programs are the most intensive option for really significant challenges. Okay, so let's say you've found a few trainers that look promising. Now it's time to have a conversation and see who's the best fit for you. Think of this as your little interview cheat sheet. First thing, just confirm their methods. You want to hear positive reinforcement. Then you can ask about any credentials they have. A really important one is to ask how they plan to customize the training specifically for your dog and your home. And of course, get clear on the logistics, what's included, what's the cancellation policy, and ask them how you'll both be able to see and track your dog's progress.
So let's bring it all back home. We're going to talk about putting all these great new skills into practice right here in Grafton.
Being a great dog-owning neighbor in Grafton just means knowing a few basic local rules. They're pretty simple, really. The big one is that dogs have to be on a leash in public unless you're in a designated off-leash area. A standard 6-foot leash is usually your best bet for safety. And of course, keeping your dog's rabies vaccine up to date and getting their annual village license is all part of being a responsible owner.
Once you start learning things with your trainer, you're going to want to practice in the real world. And we have some amazing spots for that. Limekiln Park is just beautiful for practicing that loose leash walking by the river. Veterans Memorial Park is great for teaching your dog to stay calm around the mild activity of families and kids playing. And when you're ready for a bigger challenge, the Interurban Trail is perfect for working on focus when there are bikes and joggers passing by.
And when it's time for some real off-leash fun and freedom, our go-to spot is Mutland Meadows. It's a fantastic, safe place for your dog to just run and be a dog. And it's also the perfect place to practice a really reliable recall.
You know, when it comes right down to it, having a well-trained dog just means they get to be a bigger, more joyful part of your life. It means having friends over is less stressful. It means your daily walks are something you both look forward to. And it means you can have a blast on a sunny day at the park. Good luck with your training journey and enjoy every moment with your dog.